way in your downtime? I'm a God of War man myself.
Mario Brothers, first Mario Brothers.
Pac-Man.
Anything where I can beat up my friends.
Rock Band.
I'm a Call of Duty and GTA 4 kind of guy.
I can't play those, I'll get a divorce. They suck me in.
I may have a level 54 Demon Hunter in Diablo 3.
Frogger.
Does Candy Crush count?
No. And I'm playing the Arma 3 Alpha right now. So that makes me the nerdiest person up here. I'm actually playing Alpha. You guys even know what that is, do you?
Although I did watch my husband lose weeks of his life to Skyrim. Anyone ever play? Okay, stupid question, but yeah. And I want a Wabbajack. That's all I'm going to say. I think I need a Wabbajack.
Okay.
Can you arrange that for Sunday?
I can arrange anything.
I lost a few weeks of my life to Splinter Cell.
Oh yeah. Back before I had a career, I played video games.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
So I got a two-parter, kind of a brief thing here. But if you were technologically oriented, or kind of a geek, if you're more on the comic book side, you're a bit of a nerd. Which out of you guys would be considered more geek or nerd, based on the genre that you follow along? And for Lexa, by the way, Andromeda lives.
Oh, did she? Where? She hasn't called me, and I've read her like a ton of times.
I'm gonna have to go with, since I'm not very technologically oriented, I can't be a geek, and since I wasn't into comic books, I can't be a nerd, so I think I'm a dork. It sounds very similar to those, and yet it's just sort of has the same vibe, but I don't have to align myself with any one genre.
I'll go with Rachel on this one, and I'll be a dork too. The thing about nerd and geek is it, in my case anyway, probably not yours, it implies some kind of intellectual accomplishment, which I so don't have. So I aspire to geekdom or nerddom, I guess. I look up to it and wish I could embrace it, just be one. But in the meantime, while I try, I'll settle for dork.
And nobody else wants to admit anything.
I would consider myself a techie more than a nerd. I like new technology, and I like building things and stuff like that. I'm a nerd.
I would say kind of a nerd geek hybrid, because I'm kind of bad at technology, but I like video games, but I'm more of a comic book dude. There's a difference. There's a difference. The gentleman explained. A nerd is more tech, a geek is more comic books, right? Is that what it is?
Or the opposite way, right? No, you were right, Omari. Don't jump yourself. Don't let Roger screw with you, dude.
This is what happens on set. They start doing a scene, it starts off well.
Sky is blue. Roger says it's green. Omari says, really?
I can't defend you from this side of the table, Omari. So usually I'm there to help out, but I'm way over here.
Alright, we only have time for 2 more questions, so we'll do one here and one on the other side. Go ahead.
So this question is for Lexa. The relationship that your character has with Tony Amendola's character seems to be like, a very close relationship, and I was wondering, did you...
That's one way of putting it.
Get your head out of the gutter, Roger Cross.
Did you two prepare beforehand in order to kind of create that bond before, or?
I had worked with Tony a little bit on Stargate and knew him through my husband, and I think everybody up here who's worked with Tony can agree. He is probably one of the most talented actors alive. And it's funny because, you look at films and you see these incredibly talented actors that win awards and all this other sort of stuff. Tony could easily hold his own with any of them. That's how unbelievably talented this man is. So in terms of bonding with Tony, it's very easy to do because he's such an open, loving, and generous person, which also makes it easy for me as Sonia to really care about what he's saying and what he's doing, and frankly buy whatever he's selling, because Tony can do it. And so, yeah, I have a great love of Tony Amendola.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll have one more question, then we're going to show you the first 5 minutes of episode 1 for season 2. So go ahead, young man.
I have a question for all the cast. I was wondering, out of all of you, who do you think would switch sides?
Great question, by the way.
Carlos, for sure. He was changing sides like you got no. Yeah, you're gonna change sides. Totally. Totally.
I say Kira will come to the dark side.
Oh, really?
Are you her father too?
Anybody else?
I think anyone is capable of switching.
Absolutely.
You know?
Except for Carlos.
I don't know. I feel like I gotta say Lobo. You're kind of.
But I'm already kind of.
Yeah, you're already flip-flopping. So whose side are you on, man?
There's a third
Or
side.
Dylan. Dylan would be a fun one to switch sides.
Guys, no spoiler, but I feel like Alec might be going to a dark place. I don't know why I get that feeling.
Wow.
They're not all home runs, people. They're not all home runs.
Well, thanks for those questions. Really appreciate it. We're going to show you the first 5 minutes of episode 1 now. So I'll give these guys a chance to get out of the way. And then after the screening here of the first 5 minutes, I'll come back and we'll do a little handing out of things.